Good afternoon, everybody. So hope your exams were good. If you have any concern about the course so far, we can discuss today. Okay. So the first part we have finished, vibrations part. Now the control part is starting. Okay. So this is a different book. If you see the first lecture of controls that was posted today, yeah. So for all classes before the midsem exam, the homework, the quiz, or the midsem exam itself, if you have any comments, any concern, just you let me know. Okay, we will discuss about it today. Any comments, guys? Any concerns?
Sir, what about lecture 1920? Do we have to watch them?
You don't have to. Yeah. Yeah. So this is because so total it should be 42 lectures. And when you say 42 lectures, each lecture is 50 minutes. But the earlier lectures are sometimes 55 minutes, sometimes 1 hour, 5 minutes, like that. So that's why we already have enough number of hours, basically. So hence we started from 21. 21, so that we can have if one miss the first of the controls lecture, right? So 21 is the first of the control lecture, 22 is second of the control lecture, and so on. So that easier to identify that way also. Hence it's like that. But it is the different book. Many places these two courses are separate, so you study in different semesters, so but here we have half of this, half of that, because they basically follow each other. Yeah, so you will see that we will use the same equations, same kind of equations, but we will study something else. Yeah. So vibrations as such is the one special case of control systems. So we will see that. Okay. Any other question?
Sir, in further quiz and exams, do we need to revise from first lecture, or syllabus will be from 21 lecture?
So further quiz homeworks all will be based on the 21 only. Okay. So regarding the final exam, that I will take a call. Okay. But the quizzes, the homeworks, all will be based on the lecture 21 onwards. Got
Okay,
it?
sir.
In the end semester exam, that I will take a call. I will let you know later. Okay. But in any case, mostly it will be from the controls part. Mostly. Okay. And remember that both are basically have some overlap. The first part and second part, we will see that. So sometimes the same question can be asked, which will be relevant to both the portions basically. Yeah. So for example, if I tell you that equation is ax double dot plus bx dot plus cx equal to ft, although I'm saying here ABC, not MCK, but still you can solve it, right? It's the same thing. So since it is a overlap between both the portions, so you will not realize basically that the questions which are asked are whether they fall pre-midsem or after midsem. There will be some questions like that also. So that means that it is not that whatever you have learned before midsem will not be relevant. It will be relevant, and hence there may be some questions from the earlier portion. However, if you read the books of control books, that will be sufficient, because this also has the controls part. If you see the mass, spring mass damper system is also there in controls part as well. You follow. But in any case, my answer is that mostly it will be controls. There may be some portion from the vibration as well. Okay. Any other question? How do you find the lectures, guys?
Lectures are fine, sir.
Yeah, okay. And tutorial sessions, the online sessions. So you can give me feedback, guys. So is anything can be improved? So live session I used the iPad to write, but it has some difficulties. So writing smoothly is difficult. It cannot be like a blackboard. Yeah. So tell me one thing, like if we start the classes in offline mode, will you be interested? Those who are already on campus. So I think many of you are already there on campus, right? Upcoming, okay, so homework will be theoretical only. Yeah, so I mean, this MATLAB and all those things you do during the lab. Okay, so remember that there is a lab component as well. However, this is separate. So next semester you will have design lab 2. And design lab 2 will have a control system, and there you have to use MATLAB and all of those things. Okay, so right now we will not use any MATLAB things, theoretical only. Okay, MATLAB part in the lab part in next semester. So tell me any like if we start in offline mode, will be interested in joining the class? Although I will contact you later, but I'm just asking you right now. What I mean to say is, do you think that if you compare the online lecture that I host, do you think that if it were a live class, it would help more? Are you losing anything because of this online mode? So those kind of things I'm asking. What do you think? Okay. Give me some feedback, guys. That is the thing. So if you are in the live class, I'm in the offline mode, we get the answer. So here we don't. Okay, no answer. Any other concern? Any other questions? Okay, okay, but on watching videos will also be decreased a little. Yeah, well, there is nothing like the classes, so so there is a few things, so as a student you may not realize, but it is regular classes, compulsory classes, or some kind of compulsion to attend the classes works for you, basically for your own benefit. You may hate it, but you will realize that this is what in long run helps you. So there is nothing like if you are coming to IIT and if you are not actually running, if it is not running in offline mode, then you are actually using most of the things. But given the COVID situation, all IITs are in the same boat basically. But a given opportunity, you should always, take part in offline classes. If it is, let us say, if it's going to start soon, for example, then you should participate in that, even in live session. So although it is not made compulsory, and if you think that since this is not compulsory and hence I don't have to go, and if you do that, what happens is basically in short run, you will say, okay, you have escaped this. You will argue that, oh, all these are boring. So, so I can read myself, I can do myself. But at the end, that is difficult. And this is also because of the mode of learning. We learn. How do we learn? You see, if you read a book, your learning is different. If you hear and so I mean we have senses, right? So we have sense organs, and the more sense organs involved, better is the learning. In a live classroom, you have your eyes in front of you are using eyes, you are also interacting, so are also speaking, you are hearing, all kinds go together, so that way learning is much better. Watching videos, of course, you are just limited to watching and hearing only. Few things are live with especially the communication, because your videos are off. So because of that, there's a lot of non-verbal communication that goes on in the class that is absent. Also, teachers look at the students, they look at the face of students, and they will find out whether you are understanding or not. And immediately they will take action. They will explain is, So those kind of things are there. So it's always helpful, basically. In fact, I'm surprised that students don't come to the live sessions, So although there has been resolution in SEU, we have to make live session compulsory. Yeah, and if anybody wants, can do it, But students looking from at one hand, students say that you don't want to watch videos and all those things. At the same time, they don't attend the live classes where you have opportunity to interact. Interaction is the thing that you are missing, basically. Otherwise, you can watch videos and all, but interaction is one thing you cannot get. Any doubt, if you have, you can ask, you can get answered. Anything it always helps you. Yeah. And you can see, like in your performance also, the questions that were asked were not that difficult, So this is just a matter of going through the lectures, solving tutorial problems and all, So very basic fundamental questions were asked. Yeah. So I hope you all understand this, and you participate in live sessions, and if we start in offline mode, you should actually come to the classes if we started. Okay, so just remember that. In fact, I was thinking about starting like all the live sessions. Right now we are using just one, but given the response from the students is not encouraging. Like I keep on asking, do you have any question? Do you have any question? And then seldom I get one question. That is not encouraging. Just monologue, just speaking. It's not encouraging. They say, okay, in that case, we'll have just one. If there is no doubt, then there is no problem. No? So if you have more doubt, when I see that one session is not enough for doubt clearance, we can take the second one and more. Right? And I don't know, this is because of the COVID effect or because of your batch is like that. But if I compare with the previous batch had a lot of questions. So you can also see the live session from previous batch actually. So it's also on YouTube. You can see it. I used to get a lot of questions, and there were times when I used to explain even after the class. So that way I enjoy. If more you ask the question, more I enjoy, and there is no like silly question. You can ask any question. Yeah, and this course is very important. If you are thinking about the robotics and all, this is the gate basically. This is where the robotics starts. You are a mechanical engineer. This controls engineering is a common thing between the electrical engineering and mechanical engineering. So this is the one that joins the two departments. And if you want to go into robotics, controls engineering is the one that is the most important subject for robotics engineer. So if you want to go into robotics and all in the future, and you never know, if you think maybe right now you are thinking about something else, but after 3-4 years you end up with something, you never know. So higher studies is something that even if you are not thinking about, you will do someday. It happens automatically. And also the future technology we have to look at, which all kinds of things are getting popular. So from mechanical engineering, robotics is the one which is advancing day by day. So this is a very important course basically. Yeah, and hence you have to give time, Anyway, so I am speaking, you guys are not speaking, so I don't know what to talk about, but that is all. Okay, so if you have any questions, I will answer, otherwise we will close it. Any other question? Okay, may I know here, can you raise hands, those who are living on campus right now, who are already on campus? Yeah. Just click on raise hand, yeah, on the hand button, just click on that. I will know. So no, nobody's on campus, everybody is from outside. Everybody from home only, guys? Okay. So nobody living on campus. Okay. Okay. So nobody living on campus comes here. Very strange. Okay. It's a very strange, very surprising. Okay. Okay, guys, if you have any question, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Please watch the videos. Okay, this is for your own good. And the course is very interesting. It has a lot of application. Yeah. And this course also involves some little bit of electrical and electronics engineering, and little bit means you don't have to be expert basically. So we will cover all the basics and all. In first lecture, you can see basically. So this is very easy, and so if you understand this course is very easy. And if you don't understand, you will think that, oh, it's very difficult. So it's very important to go through all the, yeah, and participate in the discussion, because this is encouraging. That way, like we are motivated. Teachers are motivated when students ask questions. You see the good response. Okay. Okay, guys. See you next week. Okay. Bye.